Hello, hello. Hello, zombie. Oh god, the heat in Petersburg is not as bad as European heat, to my knowledge, but it's pretty rough still. It's pretty rough. Yes, we're back to Rock Trader. It's okay here now, 26 in my room, I see. Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad, relatively. It's definitely less than 26 degrees in my room, I think. I don't have the thermometer, but... Yeah, I think it's just humidity that kinda adds to the unpleasantness. It's going to get way better, I think, in the next week. Based on the forecast that I saw. I think we're gonna get lower than 20 degrees at some point. Looking forward to it. Of course, my room got up to 33 degrees. Jesus. Okay. They want to level up. Let's level up. While I'm in a good mood, relatively. Hello, Arithmeticus. Hello, hello. I think you do need to PhD. After how many hundreds hours of this game, I'm just clicking on stuff that looks vaguely beneficent, you know. I like how it shows me the stuff that I already have. Is it because I favored it? No, it's just... Yeah, it just wants to show me the stuff that I already have. It's very useful information, I guess, to have. and so it's definitely not the exhaustive list of the talents, but whatever. Okay, we're done with this, thank God. Another level up, a moment completed. Okay, let's see, what is this? Another encounter with the Chronomancer? Oh, we're starting with a dialogue. The Chronomancer. The tall creature resembles a human only remotely. Held upright on the metal tentacles serve as its legs. It stares at you with a single eye that glows dimly in the gloom. Finally, one of the creature's limbs extends in a lofty gesture, after which perfectly intelligible words in low Gothic pour forth from the narrow slit that crosses its face where its mouth is. I offer my greetings to you in the galleries of the great Museion visitor. The Zenu's pronunciation and word stress are flawless, but the tone is devoid of humanity. The great Museion! What is this place? The vault of rarities belongs to the Trezin, the infinite, preserver of histories, archivist of the solemn galleries. A multitude of historical artifacts that have been deemed worthy of the Overlord's attention are gathered here at his will. The hall you see now contains remarkable artifacts from the Geronos expanse. Marjorie makes a pensive sound. I believe I have heard the name long ago in passing, which means that his Orgir is most very prominent among his own kind, to be known even in the Dark City. There are other holes? Countless more. Some contain artifacts from the furthest reaches of the galaxy. Others serve as transcendent dungeons for beings of unfathomable power who once drank the stars dry. I wonder who could that be? Access to them is denied to you, as it is to other specimens of inferior races. Interesting. They mention beings in plural. Makes me wonder how many Catan shards Trezin has. Well, I am seeking the Crimson Dance of Cain. Is it here? There is an object by that name among the exhibits in this gallery. It is located just beyond the historical diorama in the center of the room. The one dedicated to the primitive who once stole that same object. The polyhedrons hovering above the chronomonster's head shimmer and rotate to the rhythm of his measured speech. I have heard all I wish to know. The Necron says nothing, in no hurry to dignify his further conversation. I wish to know your name. Who are you? I am Chronomancer Amatek the Faithful, vassal of the Nihilak dynasty, one of the wardens of the Museion. He gives you an indifferent look, yet you can still feel the contempt it carries. It is my duty to maintain the exhibits to the fullest extent possible, safeguarding them from encroachment. I saw a thing, a similar appearance to you, the entrance to this place. A pejorative definition is semantically inappropriate in your utterance, primitive creature. The metal plate replacing the Xenos face shows no emotion, but you read displeasure in the movements of his many limbs. You have indeed Baal, the warden, to whom the Infinite has entrusted the protection of the outer gates of the Museion. Let me pass, and no one will be harmed. The Necron holds out a hand with a staff clutched in it in front of him, more warning than threatening. Visitor, you are of an inferior race. As warden, it is my duty to bar entry to any who might damage the exhibits. Well, I have no intention of damaging anything. I give you my word. You will go no further, primitive creature. The Necron's weapon swings sharply, but not in your direction. It is aimed at the guardsman. Your existence ends here. The tip of the staff flashes and a cascade of green sparks passes over the bodies of the captive fighters, bending them to the Xenos' malevolent will. After gracing you with one last disinterested glance, the warden faces out of reality in a flare of green light. The Krieg soldiers spring into motion, turning their faces, covered by rebreathers in your direction and raising their las guns.
Oh, glorious spectacle of your demise. Stand your ground.
Okay, I just wanted to say that it's a bunch of Kriegsmen. Krieg guardsmen, rather. But yeah, they have one tarantula sentry gun. It shouldn't be a problem anyway, I think. Just keep the gas mask. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we are going to face some kind of environmental hazards. Okay, well... I don't think Maharaja cares. Can I go there? I can, okay. Abelard can go on the right. Okay, let's equip the gas mask. Yeah, it does say that the wearer of this item is unaffected by the Krieg gas. Got it. Got it.
Even I won't do that.
I cannot put it here. That's very annoying. Okay.
but necessary excursion.
I wonder why these enemies look like they're covered in something. There's a commissar. Oh, I see him. Okay. Yeah, they have a hard light passive ability, but it doesn't really say what it does. It just gives you lore. But I kind of want to know what it means mechanically. Well, I guess we'll find out.
The machine's militant recall. Astute observation. Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Great morale.
Very smart movement from the eye.
Weapon at the ready.
Getting close to Mara and then running away.
Stay vigilant.
So I'm a little bit sad that their voiceovers are not processed to convey that they're like wearing gas masks. They just sound like normal. Jesus! Wow. Okay. They dealt a lot of damage to Egan. This is not a cower, so even so it does kind of look like a cower.
Swift and silent.
Jesus Christ.
If it serves your cause. Stop trying, monkey.
No flamers too. I think Commissar is probably a more important target,
Fortune favors the swift.
considering that it buffs the others.
Follow my lead.
Just a minor setback.
Follow my lead.
But I'm really scared of the sentry gun now.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Running by Derek upright. Requests approved.
A mess. Another mess.
Running by Derek upright.
My faith strengthens me.
I have a feeling that Marja will have to carry the encounter again. Also, I'm not sure how good Marja is at dodging range attacks. Not so good. Not so good. I think. Okay, let's try to. Let's try to tank
I will do like you.
the sub alert and distract them. The taunting scream, right?
It will be done.
Should work.
At your beck and call.
Weapon at the ready. Fire of anguish.
preparations are failing.
But the gun is almost dead.
Yeah.
I am no vessel for pain. I am its master. No, I don't think so. Watch. Behold. No.
Why are you not dead? He remains in combat. I think he finishes his turn. Oh my. Oh, that's annoying.
Revel in your terror.
Follow my lead. Oh,
Kneel before me, pray king.
Sacrifice is
Well, we
inspiring.
lost the again. That's probably the no. I think Tav is weakest
my
actually.
faith strengthens me. Break them all.
Ah! This is really bad. Really
Let's
bad.
see. A wicked thought.
This tedium is beneath me.
What if
Weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant. Yeah. Follow my lead.
Okay, this guy's dead. Finally. Let me check if they have something else that buffs them. I think that's pretty much it. So officers don't really have any kind of buffs, it seems. It's only commissar.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I understand your intent. Deal death with my hands. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me.
Did they just kill their own guy? Huh. Sex, I guess.
Request approved.
Oh well, another miss.
Break them around. Weapon at the ready.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Vigilant. Follow my lead. Follow my
I
lead.
did deal a good damage to him. I'm not sure how blood will last.
High momentum.
Oh, he does have a high momentum, so...
Victory is imminent.
I will savor your delectable anguish.
Indeed. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Break them around.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Try harder!
Does this guy have to repair it every time in order for it to work? I don't see anything that says about repairment. I'm just wondering if there's any point to killing this guy. That would like disable the turret somehow.
Build! Don't distract me. I will be your undoing! What a useless blade! Broken already! Empties his hand. I revel in your terror! Perfect killing strike.
Stay vigilant. For the glory of
How do they deal so much damage to him?
follow my lead.
Okay, thankfully the turret is very inaccurate.
Schemes within the schemes. A genius at work.
I think there's any point to give
Another stroke of genius.
Hub Alert next turn.
Follow my lead.
Oh, I could give it to it actually. Yeah, I could target it, I think. Oh well.
My faith strengthens me.
Duty go hand in hand.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your
Let's try to kill
cause.
this guy, I guess. And she missed.
I am not your Xenos pet
Ugh.
monkey. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
They just killed their people. And it wasn't even like a friendly fire, I think. This guy just like straightforwardly just shot at his own ally. I don't know if there's like some kind of lore reason for their behavior.
Request denied. My vow is to serve. The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Break their morale!
Just a minor setback.
Weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant. For the glory of the Imperium!
Okay, let's go for
I've seen
these
worse
two, I
battles than
guess.
this in my time. I've suffered worse. I will do my duty. It will be done. An exemplary strike.
A pathetic attempt. A euphoria of anguish.
Oh, I think they're giving more health to the turret. I think it has like it had a 500, I think, HP. I'm definitely going after this guy, I think.
With grace and manners. What a useless life!
Ooh! Ooh, that hurt! Oh, that hurt! Oh, that really hurt!
With grace and
You will pay even greater price.
Oh, yeah, that turret might be problematic.
I won't sully myself with that.
If I must. Fortune favors the swift.
A wicked thought.
Yes, it's not affected, right, by the warp powers. Oh well.
Let's see.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Follow my lead.
I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
150. Oh, that's quite a hill.
Running binary override. Successful. Request approved.
My faith strengthens me.
To more conservative tactics.
Great Emerald.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call.
Yeah, let's just try to aggro as much as possible. I think I'm going after the infantry first. Damage that Marajai deals to the turret is not impressive.
Watch. Yet.
What if? A wicked thought.
It is him.
I cannot go this way, right? Oh yeah, it's a little bit annoying, the layout. Guess I'm going after the turret.
Don't distract.
I am not your sister. Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Menshake!
As the tactical narrative dictates. My vow is to serve. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Oh, I don't think so.
Weapon at the ready.
Is part of the trial.
Looked a little bit scary at the beginning.
Schemes.
His amount of damage they dealt to Egan. But I think maybe Egan is just very poorly equipped in my team.
What if?
I understand your intent. I am not your slave. If I must. You cannot force me, Elantak.
Oh, that's pretty good. So now that I'm thinking about that Chronomancer, by activating this, by releasing Kriegsman, basically damaged this particular installation, right? Which basically contradicts to his whole duty in this area. Yeah, he kind of fucked up, I think.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Oh hey, Fraz in the hologram again. Of the world torn apart by the influence of the Reaper's eye, star in the procession of the damned. Its greatest value is that the anomaly that created is as old as I am. Reflect on the procession of the damned. I have been there several times, searching for relics among the ancient wrecks. It may be possible to find something of real historical value in their depths, but without strong evidence of their significance, such finds are of little interest to me. Okay, let's examine the debris. Oh, there's like a little ship. I wonder if it's like an actual spaceship that has got like scaled down through Necron's technology. Yeah, there are like two ships actually, huh? Perhaps the display is rather sparse without additional exhibits. However, how could I have placed a relic of my own vintage among less temporarily significant trophies? Is it just a bunch of Necrons fighting each other? Interesting. Oh, there is a flayed one too. Okay, we do need to get on the lower level, but let me explore first a little bit. Okay, I cannot pass here.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Oh, another hologram.
The remnants of the exhibits I acquired in this stellar region, but which have not been distributed among the other displays. Someday I must find an opportunity to deal with them. Also, the significance of this section is so minor that I find the usefulness of such a task to be highly questionable.
Examine the strange device.
Took it from the ship of the rogue trader, who had no idea of the value of the object that had fallen into his hands as a part of a routine transaction. I am still to determine the provenance of this intriguing device known as the brass prism when I find the time.
Brass prism. Is it some kind of lore? Item. Nothing really shows up in Google, so yeah, I'm not really sure. Look at the body.
Capable of guiding the crewed ships through the warp. This particular exemplar, named Abenicus Benetech, was able to theorize the potential existence of a route to the sector. Alas, I was unable to acquire a live specimen, so I contented myself with the remains.
Turn to the helm of the Imperial vessel.
Despite the unsophisticated nature of both its own construction and its crew, the Spear of Tarsus was able to gain a region hitherto presumed beyond their reach. Obviously, this was in great measure the whim of the warp storms that had distorted space and time.
Another crudely carved arrow made up of a few swooping strokes. Oh, that's a cool moment to be frozen in. Oh wait, I can plunder the exhibit. I'll take it.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Yeah, that looks like a chaos-themed section. Wait, okay. For a second I thought I couldn't go this way. As soon as your eyes fall upon this abomination, barely audible frantic murmurs come from deep within it. I remember I think the very first encounter that I accidentally got into that featured a bunch of Chaos Marines and the Hellbrute. Oof. That brings some memories. Hello, Miyuki. Hello, hello. This looks like just a chaos spawn of some sorts. Word bearers. A little bit of acid reuse. Cursed Apocryph. Okay, I'll take it. 4. A little bit interesting that these guys are not... How about also not like covered in this like hard light? Or... Do I play this game often? I did finish this game, but when the new DLC comes out, which is in the case with this Dresden DLC, yes, I am playing it until completion. I always forget what kind of variant it is. Is it like a Forge Fiend? Or there's like another version? But yeah, the pose is kind of cute, I guess. The very gazes of this warp-twisted creature seem to exude pestilence. Adeptus Astartes equipment. It doesn't say Chaos, or like Heretic Astartes equipment. I wonder if Ulfur can get this. This would be quite funny.
What lies beyond?
This foul creation radiates palpable heat. The air near the leering mouth is searingly hot. Is that Word Bearer's paint scheme? Maybe. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, is it this new Tyrannid? The... what is it called? Nero Tyrant? Maybe? Kinda looks like it. The new model is a bit of a stretch. But still.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Piece of Eldar architecture. Oh, that's also another funny, I think, case of acid reuse. I believe this is the Harlequin. Oh, not the Harlequin. I forgot the exact status of that character. That was featured very prominently in the third act. It's a bit of a weird way to put it. I imagine such an important piece would be put in the center and the, you know, kind of floating state. Well, I do have emotes. Since you mentioned them, I have a beautiful set of emotes. You should try send one of them. Deep longing and uncontrollable hatred seem to emanate from the mysterious milky white shards. Blade shards. Okay, it's just a cargo. God, I was for a second so intrigued by this. It's just a fucking cargo. Oh, God. What a way to just kill all the excitement. Thank you, zombie. I appreciate you sending the cube, the beautiful cube.
The living weapon of an ancient foe, lost to timelessness. This region of the wood rarely attracts Eldari, which is why the display is incomplete. Other sections of the museum contain more interesting exhibits from this civilization, but I managed to find a few interesting pieces in the backwater as well.
I assume that this is also like an asset that you can encounter in some of the locations throughout the like main campaign. Inspect the empty pedestal. Oh yes, Solitaire. Yes, that's the name.
Nocturne of Oblivion, a solitaire from a group of Eldari belonging to the Harlequin subspecies. Solitaires are extremely rare, but I managed to capture this species after multiple attempts. It appears the Xenos has not personally checked his collection in some time.
Abelard grins into his mustache, visibly pleased that he has caught the enemy of humanity in this oversight. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't get it at first, but I get. Yeah, he was referring to like I guess holding the actual solitaire, not just the mask. Not even the great Ogier Lord was able to keep the Erebinian in bondage. There is admiration and horror in Irilith's voice. Look at the Eldari warrior.
Of a band of Eldari corsairs called the Crow Spirits, unusually aggressive for their species. My working theory that belonging to the craft world Lunasad, which perished in this sector of the void, has affected their mental structures and resulted in this altered behavior.
Have we fought or encountered Eldari corsairs in the main campaign? Maybe there's like some kind of side quest I missed. View the mysterious construction. Very mysterious construction.
I recovered this exhibit from one of the most inaccessible regions of the sector. Only a molecular stasis field allowed me to stabilize the remains of this ancient craft world, Lunasad.
Okay, yeah, not the most impressive collection, and here we have a bunch of gin stillers.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Multi-melter. Long-range combat sensors. So very, very adorable stack of crates and Necron barrels, Necron crates and Necron barrels to block our path.
Oh, one step at a time, amidst the madness.
Wait, how there's just like one random Tyranid here. I guess we're going to the other side.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Oh wait, there's another hologram actually.
Of the Yakma dynasty, which once reigned over this region. The Great Sleep crippled their minds and left them defective, vulnerable to distortions. Of course, I felt it in my duty to remove objects of historical value from their possession.
Look at the staff.
I decided to keep it as a memento after my tampering with the structure of the tomb broke the stasis and caused the inhabitants to awaken and become infected with the blight of Lundagor. I had reasons for my actions, of course. I wished to set a trap for the thief who had robbed me but I have immortalized the dynasty by placing the stuff in my Museion as sufficient apology for my oversight.
Well, yeah. Definitely sufficient, Dresden. Consider the low Necron.
An ordinary warrior who brought the curse of Landegorvisium into the tomb. By falling into the Great Sleep, Farax thus became the source of doom for the entire tomb, turning its inhabitants into flesh-hungry degenerates.
Look at the fighting Necrons.
Participant in the battle for the world of Kirbis, located in the adjacent star system. Petty quarrels on a galactic scale, a significant episode for this region. As I recall, they got so carried away that they failed to notice I had taken the world and them along with it.
Combat shotgun. Okay. Wait, this is not the way. Huh? Okay, this area is quite disappointing. I feel a little bit sad that it exists actually. Just a waste of time.
What lies beyond?
Okay, so there must be what? Another way to go down, I guess. Ah. Oh, there's a defiler. And the heretic? Heretic Mechanicus, I think? Okay, I think I just missed something at the lower level here. A little bit confusing to navigate this part, but... okay... Oh! That's the button that I can activate. The demonic machine sits motionless, surrounded by worshipping heretics. It is silent, but it reeks of hatred.
They will see. Oh yes, they all
The hurriedly
will
etched
see.
arrow speaks of Siberian's haste. Oh, what is this? That looks like a puzzle or something. Ah?
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Bu- 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 bu. Okay, so I assume I need to connect.
Grovel.
Okay, we have one. Okay, no, not this way.
My patience.
It's a little bit annoying. Okay. Uh, okay. That was very funny animation. Just slowly slide it a little bit. Haywire grenade. And augmentation. And require equipment. What? Ah. Okay, cool, I guess. Yeah, I did not expect to get a little puzzle
The madness.
in this area. But yeah, thanks. Thanks, old cat. That was engaging. Better than nothing. But no, not this way. This way.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Let me see. Is it something better than what I have from Marajai? No, I think it's exactly the same stats. Oh well.
I hate this tiresome lull.
I think that's one of the enemies that we fight in the campaign. Also, I don't remember if it's like a Dark Eldar kind of mutant of sorts.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Oh, that's a homunculus. Yeah, cool. Slay Marajai. Sure, I assume it says Winter Scale and this is Valancius. The banner of the three great dynasties look like hostages here. Powered on dense script and cryptic sketches, the pages are on the verge of crumbling from old age.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will
This
see.
is the head of some person, okay?
Only makes it all the more pathetic that these members of the human civilization, supposedly endowed with as many privileges as their culture allows, leave remarkably few traces of historical significance behind them, preferring to engage in petty squabbles and quarrels with their contemporaries.
Look at the human head.
Founder of Footfall, humanity's main outpost in this region. It is unfortunate, but Parsimus Dvain's body was lost due to the failed extraction of an already deceased exhibit.
In this tapestry of the world, I
Oh,
am the
is
rogue
it?
thread.
This is like the whole like district below. Darkness exhibit. Okay, that's quite cool. I do like that. I do like the scale. So Darkness, if I remember correctly, it's the planet from the first act, right? The one that gets consumed by the warp. Palace diorama. A backpack power unit emblazoned with a fleur-de-lis. What? A symbol of the Adeptus Sororitas. A certificate bestowing a noble title on Isimund Sauerbeck, authenticated by 2 seals. The letter is a neatly opened wax seal adorned with an imperial aquila. A skillfully crafted nicodendrite of a known construction. Ceremonial cloak in the colors of the Von Valancius dynasty. Complete the request from form to the Departmentum Militorum for the requisition of military forces assigned by Siberian of
One
Valancius.
step at a time, amidst the madness.
Even at the first glance you notice many differences between this giant exhibit and the real Palace of Darkness.
This collection was assembled to receive an individual who dared to challenge me as I was hunting for a certain precious artifact.
Was there like a plane just flying through?
Rogue trader Siberian Von Valancius. It was his unusual conceit that earned him the chance to forever be preserved in history. After a brief consideration, I made him the centerpiece of a dedicated exhibit, capturing the siege of a planet over which he once ruled. The human name for this planet is Darkness.
Reflect on the historical significance of the depicted event. Infinite small? Oh god, no, that's not how you pronounce it, or whatever.
On the scale of the galaxy, yet substantial for this star cluster. The corona structure of humanity in this region was, to a great extent, determined by their specific historical episode.
Think about the artifact. No, that's not what I pressed. I pressed look around for any signs of Siberian himself.
Siberian Von Valancius has taken his proper place in the exhibit, showing the events in Darkness. Displayed here as a collection of items bearing some connection to the individual.
Think about the artifact.
blade of the Eldari creation, dubbed the Crimson Dance of Cain, a relic from an epoch before the fall of that flawed species. It has historical value, not that a primitive human could perceive it. No, Siberian was driven more by his vanity and desire to oppose his masters.
Okay, let's descend, I guess.
There will be no peace in my wake.
There is any Xenos filth on you at all, I will find it. Huh. Inquisition soldier. Their gaze passes through you as if you did not exist at all. They do not stare you. They don't spare you a look, a gesture, even a word. Interesting.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Look at these funky ragdolls. Not very dignifying death. Okay, so there's Inquisition and Adeptus Sororitas here. Curious. Siberian Valancius, I Inquisitor Diodas of Iramon, name myself your executioner. Let this heretic who bowed down before the Xenos abomination be conceded, consigned to the flames. The sentence is binding, the seal is set for the glory of the God Emperor. Ha! Bowed down before the Xenos? Wait, he got killed? Oh no, the Darganus is the planet. That's the with the palace. The Hive world. I do recognize this location. The sentence read out by the Inquisitor to your ancestors still rings in your ears. To find Siberian Vomalansi is alive mere moments before his execution. What a foul Xenos joke. Everything you have seen here seems designed to mock you, including the fact that you are back where you started. As though a disgruntled host had tossed you out the door like an unwanted guest. Lore Imperium test succeeded. You are certain that there is not a single mention of an open confrontation between Siberian and the Inquisition in the official chronicles of the Von Valancius dynasty, meticulously preserved by historians. The dynastic chronicles tell of the siege of Darganus by the united forces of the Seine pirate clan, which was one of the primary threats in the expanded period. When you share your conclusions with the Seneschal, he nods.
I agree, your lordship. I have had a case to read a good many scrolls from the dynastic archives in the course of my duties, and there was never any mention of Siberian's heretical tendencies.
What lies beyond?
The path is blocked by a military cordon. You stop at a respectful distance, a reasonable response to the rifle models pointed at your chest by a way of welcome. Your gaze slides over the faces. The expressions are so eerily similar. They must have been issued along with the uniforms. Serving in the Astra Militarum brings with it insomnia, a stomach for slaughter, and a touch of hopelessness. You can tell who is in charge even before he speaks, and not by the big fellow's insignia, but by the crushing weight of his stare. Oh, Zarkov! Wait a second, that's the panel Legion, right?
Sergeant Branik Zarkov. However you are, my lord, I advise you to recognize the present circumstances and come to the only right decision. This is no place for a stroll.
I just witnessed the execution of one of Von Valancius. Do you think you can dictate terms to another?
Executed? Von Valancius? Don't be absurd. We have a fair few black marks against our name, but shedding Von Valancius' blood isn't one of them. The opposite, in fact. If something had happened to Lord Siberian or his daughter, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. We are their shield. The first strike lands on us.
The sergeant squares his shoulders as if he's genuinely expecting an attack.
Would you care to explain why the palace is surrounded by soldiers?
Did you crawl out of a cave or something? Darganus is under attack. The enemy claims to be acting in the name of...
The sergeant falters, beads of sweat gathering on his brow. After several painful seconds, he forces himself to continue.
In the name of the Inquisition. The third second has been guarding the gates here for days now.
He furrows his bushy eyebrows. Your question has rubbed him the wrong way.
I don't give briefings. That's not why I was deployed here. Move along, before you are mistaken for spies. All expected reinforcements are in the Cogicator log. There is nothing there about you.
The sergeant nods at the panel nearby.
You do not understand. I am Tom von Valancius, and this is my palace. You are obliged to let me pass.
Listen well. Shooting madmen is a wretched business. But if I have to do it, I will.
The sergeant makes a point of adjusting the heavy weapon on his shoulder, which clanks menacingly.
Spew your gibberish somewhere else.
And all the same, my promenade culminates in the palace.
In the name of the Von Valancius, soldier to arms.
Well, they also have a turret that already has almost 700 HP. Okay.
What? No.
These two guardsmen are a little bit too close for my liking, but we should be fine, I think.
A genius at work.
I will not.
Let's see.
Nearly impossible.
Stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
Oh, that's a long list of enemies.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me.
That's worse.
Break them around.
Oh, he actually hit him.
Weapon at the ready.
Don't go for that! Don't go for Earliot, please! Don't go for Earliot! Okay, she dodged. The second attack. Well, could be worse. Pascal is taking some beating though.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
My lead.
Can't hide from me. Watch. No. With grace and malice.
Kind of funny that he missed, but the guy also blocked. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
I move swiftly to strike.
It's 30 damage. It's
If it
fine.
serves your cause.
Should be fine.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
I was aiming for this guy, not the second one. Ah, Abelard is almost dead. Well,
Colleague.
I mean, they're definitely reflecting bullets. You know, I think I'm going for this. I'm going for this turret.
Oh, field medicine at its finest.
Okay, let's see.
Indeed.
17 damage. A bit of a waste. A bit of a waste of low momentum, I think.
Twisted wonders emerge.
Well, well, well.
I am powerless to act. A maelstrom of madness.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Oh my fucking god, stop missing earlier. Please, I beg you, stop fucking missing.
A wicked thought.
If it serves your cause.
Ah.
Let's see.
Oh god, for a second I thought the turret killed killed Marjai.
Skeptical about this.
Try harder.
Yeah, okay. That just happened.
Build. With grace and manners.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me.
Oh, I need to get rid of this turret. I really need to get rid of this.
Weapon in the ready.
Okay, if Marja dies from the... I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, anyway.
Watch.
God, he's just so good. He's just too good.
Don't distract me.
But dealt no damage, sure. Well,
Draw it out much.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. Stop trying, monkey. If it serves your cause. I understand your intent.
she missed. Alright.
Fortune favors the swift.
Okay.
Even I won't do that. What if?
Oh, he's almost... Oh, I need to heal tough. I didn't realize that he's basically dead. I think if the turret targets him with the next attack, he's just cooked.
With my hands. This tedium is beneath me. You cannot force me a long talk.
Okay, on the... Alright, that was very good. I will be honest, I have no idea how Marajai deals this, like a parry damage or whatever. But he just kills enemies with it. I like it. I enjoy this build that I very purposefully made for him, right? Yeah.
Is handled.
Is it this stuff? This value shows the assassin's current base lethality before being modified by enemies. Is it dodge and dodge reduction actually is higher?
Kneel before me, prating. With grace and manners. It would be beneath me to even attempt it. Watch.
Okay, one more guy left. I don't think I will be able to reach him.
And why would
Yep.
I do that?
That is beneath me. Stop trying, monkey. If it serves your cause. Speak, Elon Talk.
Okay. Yeah, the turret's... The turret is way scarier than the other one.
In this tapestry of a world,
The triumphal arch at which you made your Magna Accessius piece should be here. But instead there is a monument to the House von Valancius. The gates of the palace look impregnable, but as you approach, hydraulic bolts hiss open, sliding into the walls. Wow. Wow, I did not expect him to look this way. Yeah, that's... yeah, that's the guy. Damn, okay. Kind of AdMech build, which I respect. Three nobles, accompanied by enforcers, come out to meet you. They are led by a man wearing a uniform in von Valancius colors. There is something vaguely familiar about the intact portion of his face. The rest of the stranger's flesh has been replaced with implants that have turned him into a macabre semblance of himself. The nobleman narrows his organic eye in suspicion, its cerulean blue hiding beneath his dark lashes. You hear the hiss of servo mortars and the creak of metal against the metal as he casually rests his augmented fingers on the hilt of his sword, which is clearly of Xenos origin. I really hope they will give him voice here. I really fucking hope so. The realization strikes you instantly. That is a sword you saw in the portrait of Siberian von Valancius, the one on board of the flagship.
Are you really Siberian von Valancius?
He has no voiceover. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Hellcat, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
You are standing in my palace. Whom else did you expect to see here?
Despite the overwhelming degree of augmentation, the voice coming through the wax grill is not without a touch of irritation.
Seneschal, if you will.
Wait, Voitvir. Oh, Voitvir, the guy, right? The traitor? I forgot what's his name. What's his first name? It was something Voitvir. Okay, so it's his ancestor. Laria clears his throat, drawing everyone's attention.
Before you stands his lordship rogue trader Siberian von Valancius, possessor of the greatest protectorate in the Corona's expense, and bearer of the sacred variant of trade, savior of House von Valancius, dispeller of darkness, and conqueror of Janus.
The female seneschal piercing blue-eyed stare is uncannily reminiscent of Theodora's fugitive master of whispers. Yeah, that guy. I like it. We got Abelard present me, but from the other side.
Your deeds have brought me to the doors of this palace, Siberian. I have been following your trail for some time.
You massacre an outpost of Merovians, and then boldly present yourself at the gates of my palace. I would admire your reckless valor if you weren't so impudent. What madness compels such agents of the Golden Throne? I cannot fathom, but you shall not get what you came for.
The voice coming from the Vox Girl sounds very... Noticing the Xenos in your retinue, Siberian lets out a nasty chuckle.
Is the others flaunting his hypocrisy for my amusement? Using Xenos to fight heretics is a tad ironic, wouldn't you say? I see the esteemed members of the Adeptus Mechanicus did not refuse to abet the vigilante of Iramon. How could you turn to him after all the privileges I have showered upon the servants of the Omnissiah?
Okay, he's a Mechanicus pilled. Good to know. The Rogue Trader's bionic eye lights with a red fire, and even his mechanized voice cannot hide his bitterness.
You...
Siberian abruptly falls silent. The wrinkles around his organic eye smooth out. When his gaze slides over your companions and comes to rest on you, there is not even a flicker of his past feeling in it, only the haughty coldness with which he met you for the first time.
It is a sad state of affairs when loyal servants of the God Emperor are forced to fight one another like hounds at the whim of a cruel master.
You do, in fact, hear regret in Siberian's voice as his fingers close around the hilt of his weapon with a metallic clank.
And your master is truly cruel.
Wait! You have misunderstood. I do not serve the Inquisition at all.
Juvenna? Juvenna von Valancius. Father, Inquisitor of Iramon, is a no fool. I do not believe these lunatics serve him. We should give them a chance to explain themselves. Only the color of the woman's eyes betray the kinship between her and the half-mechanical monster beside her. Siberian says nothing for quite some time. Finally, he squares his shoulders slightly and you hear the quiet grinding of augments.
Quite right, Yurina. Where are my manners?
The Rogue Trader turns to you and nods graciously, not removing his hand from his weapon.
Esteemed strangers, you may introduce yourselves before I call you to account.
Well, I obviously have to hit him with double art. There's just no other choice.
Enlighten these puppets of this sacrilege spectacle as to whom they are addressing.
Abelard shows a hint of hesitation. For the first time, shifting his gaze from you to Siberian and back again, as if wishing to make sure you're serious about your request. But when the Seneschal begins to speak, there is a note of challenge in his voice. And his eyes are fixed on Laria.
Before you stands his lordship, Rogue Trader Von Valancius, heir to the greatest protector in the Corona's expense, and bearer of the sacred variant.
The rogue trader's walk scroll emits a screech that you do not immediately recognize as a laughter. Siberian dabs at a tear at the corner of his eye with a handkerchief. Oh my god, how do you pronounce it? Handkerchief? Whatever. That seemingly appeared out of a thin air.
War claims the lives of some and the sanity of others. God, Emperor, have mercy on this poor soul. I treated you with respect, one foe to another, and gave you the chance to speak your lust, and I find myself underwhelmed.
Siberian's tone becomes flat. This entire situation has bored him.
I believe I have fulfilled my minimal obligations to etiquette. Guards, shoot them.
Well,
I will not give in without a fight.
you exchange fire with a small complement of guards, even as reinforcements are already pouring in from the back of the courtyard. The Baron lunges at you with a hoarse shout, trying to shield the seneschal with his body, but a well-aimed shot pierces his bright blue eye. Stunned, you return to reality. Something inexplicable just happened, and the echoes of it are still coursing through your blood, causing your heart to clench in convulsions. Nevertheless, you are unharmed, and you once again find yourself standing at the gates of your dynasty's palace in darkness. There is nothing around you to indicate that what happened to you was real, nothing but your memories. But one thing, but of one thing you are certain. You were thrown back to a starting point at the precise moment that your distinguished ancestor, Siberian von Valancius, breathed his last. Abelard noisily inhales as if roused from a stupor.
Throne of terror! Lord Captain, I haven't the slightest idea what happened. We're already back inside, aren't we?
The confusion on his face fades gradually, giving way to irritation.
Cursed Xenos conundrum!
The Drukari hisses several curses in his native tongue.
Funny, yes. This little farce is to die for. Yet I have no desire to entertain myself with the games of the ogre for long.
What the fuck is this? Oh, that's a new mechanic. Interesting. Temporal causal calculator. Temporal casual. The coordinator has captured the strange glyphs etched into the Xenos obelisk. Their meaning eludes the human mind, but even cursory analysis shows that the symbols mark certain events destined to occur within the gargantuan exhibit, and that they can be used to calculate the time until these inevitable occurrences.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Okay, I guess we're going for the third option now, pretending to be an agent of Inquisition.
I am the orders of Irman, and I demand a private meeting with Siberian.
The sergeant freezes instinctively, as though the soldier under his command. He stares at you, biting his lip. In the searching silence, you can practically hear dark of thoughts turning heavily in his head. At last, he breathes a loud sigh.
Trying to trick me, are you? You want to be taken with his lordship? It can be arranged. In the proper fashion.
The Moravians grab their weapons. Before, their chances of defeating you were slim, but now that you know all their fighting techniques, this will be no more taxing than a genteel hunting party. Okay, at least we don't have to do the fight again. That's very nice. That's very thoughtful. And again, the beginning. The same outpost, the same voices. The same words you already heard. Time does not flow here, it runs in circles. A monstrous trap set by devious Xenos. Hypothesis. The observed reality is a complex optical illusion, constructed using perverse xeno knowledge. Pascal swings a mechadendrite at the nearest section of a wall, leaving a deep scratch in the stone. Replication level extremely high. The hypothesis does not explain the observed effect of the space-time paradox. Unit stands motionless, with her eyes closed and arms folded. Her serenity is almost unnatural. Ogre magic lies beyond the bounds of your kind's understanding, Ilantak. If you hope to resist it, giving in to your temper is the last thing you should be doing. Astounding! Jagan does not appear frightened or shocked, but rather utterly captivated. The Zervaskal Nuncius hovers sedately at his shoulder. Your Lordship, this is a wholly extraordinary violation of a law of causality. Oh, if only I could discover a machine that could realize such effects. You and your retinue seem to be the only ones here to still in possession of a free will. The other captives of this mysterious trap are doomed to repeat the same actions over and over again, forever trapped in the day Darkness was besieged by Inquisition forces. One thing is clear. The lies that the devious Xenos used to entangle existence must be sundered. At that time, loop must be broken. The Lord Captain will not deign to spend any longer in this trap than he wishes.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Okay, I guess let's examine the environment first. The hissing that reaches to your ears coalesces into barely discernible words of a Vox transmission. The source of the sound is a Vox beat, tucked behind the bloody ear of a fallen sister battle.
Servants of the Golden Throne to Ilana. Shields are ready to launch. Report target coordinates for artillery support.
Ilana's the servants of the Golden Throne. Coordinates to strike the command headquarters. 4X Rho Sigma. Do not target the outpost again. It is not significant. Ilana the Unshaken is a Calixian saint who died many hundreds of cycles ago. This call sign cannot have been chosen by chance. No reinforcements are expected. Heretic Corypheus is in the courtyard with his followers. Corypheus? Huh. I can confirm. The Duke's forces have been destroyed. The Scion escaped the flames, but I made sure he did not reach the palace. Distorted by the interference, the voice becomes quieter. Whatever Ilana's true identity, she is relaying sensitive information to the enemy's side that is crucial to the defense of Darkness. The God Emperor punishes! End transmission. Okay, let's try to talk, I guess.
Tav, to servants of the Golden Throne. I have something to report as well.
There is nothing but silence from the Vox channel, but you hear no clicks of disconnection, which means that someone has agreed to listen.
You'll have to bring me in on this plot. If you do not, I heard your transmission will have no trouble finding someone eager to learn its content.
The silence, tense silence fills in the Vox channel. It is followed by a short click. The connection was ended.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Expected reinforcements. House Drive Steam Regiment arrived in full. 2nd Mero Battalion arrived in full. House Gaprak Army delayed. Oh my, that's like the first time I had to use the various ways of like breaking into like a crate. Interesting. The black and even plasma burn stands out starkly in the paving stones of the outer courtyard. Judging by the blood and soot marks, the body was dragged and thrown off the cliff. A heavy ring is fused into the stone, and the part that was spared of it by the plasma, the coat of arms of House Gaprak, is barely visible. It's kind of funny how you can see that. Well, I guess we're inside of the simulation, so it makes sense that the scene ends so abruptly.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I sense something nearby.
Okay, I don't really see anything else here. It's safe. They were waiting Siberian to introduce himself. Okay, yeah. Guess let's go for the last line. This persuasion.
We serve the Mistress Alana, Lord Captain. Has she reached the palace?
Sergeant has succeeded. Giovanna clears his throat.
Father, I should have known. These people are from Lady Lana. You remember her, of course. I received word of her death a few hours ago. They seem to be part of her retinue. Let me deal with them.
Siberian pinches the bridge of his nose and closes his organic eye. You suddenly see the exhausted man underneath all the medics.
Fine. Let these fools pass. Laria, dearest, find these idlers something useful to do. And make sure they do not repeat their stunt from earlier, or I won't be answerable for my actions.
The Siberian and his retinue move further into the courtyard. The Seneschals bars your way. Her tie is austere and practical. Is this the look she gives you? When she speaks, everything, her facial expressions, her voice, her bearing, starkly reminds you of Theodora's fugitive master whispers. I am Laria Voitver, Seneschal and close ally of Siberian von Valancius. My father, I mean the Lord Captain, likes taking risks. I do not. Until you prove yourself to my satisfaction, I will be keeping my eye on you.
I'll answer just as plainly. I can be useful to you. Just tell me how.
Let's leave the pleasantries to those who have time for them. You have only just arrived, but you strike me as an intelligent sort, and you seem eager to make your mark. However, I have urgent business to attend to. We aren't expecting you, but rather the House Gaprak army. Find you what happened to it, and perhaps then I'll believe you're on our side.
I found something at the outpost. We should discuss it.
Laria nods quickly, inviting you to speak further, and gives you her complete attention.
I found a ring with a Gaprak coat of arms.
A signet ring. That is not just a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of power. It is not something to be carelessly discarded. This is the most disturbing discovery of all.
I found the blood trail stretching from the outpost to the balcony. The body was dragged and then dumped over the edge.
The Moravians are no models of virtue. Siberian had to specifically order that the fallen sisters of battle be honored and given a fitting burial. But for any other fallen, the Moravians were permitted to do away with the special ceremonies.
And I found evidence of the thermal damage characteristic of a plasma weapon.
The enemy also possesses such a weapon, but its owner would have been an immediate target. And besides, there is no way he would have been allowed to reach the outpost. Curious. When the coincidence become too great, that means it is already a pattern. Larry is silent for a time, weighing the evidence in her mind once more. So the scion of the Gaprex was slain like a common servant, and it happened in the shadow of the Valencia's palace. In the name of the murderer, find the culprit, and I will call you our ally. Since something akin to trust has sprung up between us, or to call things by their proper name, mutual necessity, Laria removes the signet ring with the one Valencia's coat of arms from her finger and holds it out to you. I imagine you know the value of such thing. Henceforth you may speak in my name. Be kind enough not to tarnish it.
Where should I begin my investigation?
Comb every inch of the outpost. If any of the House Gaprek people arrived here with news, but never got past the Merovian outpost, you must find out. I do not trust those soldiers. They are Astra Militarum in uniform only. I hope your search turns up something, or we'll have to suspect the worst, that the Gapreks themselves have betrayed us.
Tell me everything you know about the reinforcements.
Frankly, the information is scarce, which is disheartening. The reinforcements should have arrived no later than half a day ago, but something delayed them. We do not know the numbers or the names of their commanders. We'd hoped to meet the Gaprek scion at his arrival. That is all we're able to find out. The vox frequency of the Gapreks is silent even in the rare moments when we manage to get through the interference. Laria squeezes the vox transmitter in her hand in irritation, as if it were the one being stubborn and refusing to answer. Okay. Yeah, that's everything for now, I guess. As a low roar, a wing of Valkyries emerges from the over horizon, hurtling toward the palace like raptors. The air raid siren sounds in time with their appearance. As in seconds, you hear the whistling of bombs as fire rains down from the sky. Stately nobleman is wearing a uniform in one Valencia's colors. Fragments cover his face, the only surviving part of which is a taut scrap of grey, inflamed skin and a bright blue eye. Rogue Trader watches you with interest as you take in his appearance.
You are the most heavily augmented person I have ever seen who was not a servant of the Omniscient.
My appearance horrifies you, doesn't it? But I had not yet renounced the innate limitations of humanity. The Von Valencia's dynasty was fading. But now look, the Protectorate is thriving. I have had to sacrifice some of my human nature, yes. But what have I gained in return? New worlds, new horizons. I do not expect you to understand. You are not a rogue trader after all. Your world is too small to appreciate the scale of my conquests.
And what quality should a good rogue trader possess?
The God Emperor granted us the warrant of trade to expand the borders of the Imperium. to explore the far reaches of the galaxy and annex new worlds. To do this, a rotator must be flexible where the laws of the Imperium are cumbersome. He must be driven not by greed, but by a thirst for discovery. And of course, he must be a leader whom others will follow. Without loyal subjects on the ground, one cannot maintain one's rule over the Protectorate.
You are absolutely right.
The Baron's Vox synthesizer emits a chuckling thrill.
Your opinion hardly signifies. I have history on my side, and it will show that I was right.
Yeah, well, yeah, about that.
Why is the Inquisition besieging the Rogue Trader's palace?
The Inquisitor of Iramon dared to accuse me, a rogue trader, of heresy. He reckons that the influence of the Inquisition is so great that he can disregard the privileges granted by the Varant and attack me in my own palace. The Odas thinks he's above the God Emperor himself. Well, he will pay for his hubris.
It would be so nice to have Hendrix here. But oh well, oh well, oh well.
Well, what do you reckon, you think?
My confidence understand the utter baselessness of these allegations. How could they not?
Joanna looks troubled.
Attach no importance to that. Joanna is always worrying, it is her nature. The girl grew up among the nobility and is accustomed to thinking in schemes and doubting everything. On this occasion, she is convinced that I should strike a deal with Iramon for the sake of the dynasty. But Joanna does not understand that you never negotiate with an aggressor. Sometimes the answer is obvious, and today the answer is a war. Your recent fascination with Saint Ilana's biography must be confusing her, filling her head with idealistic thoughts.
What does Larry think about it?
Larry is not only my seneschal, but also my daughter.
The Rogue Trader's tone hardens.
I will not allow you to even ponder the possibility that she is not on my side. So the dubious circumstances of her birth bar me from recognizing her as the heir to Alves von Valancius. Laria has served the dynasty faithfully. As seneschal, she deserves my full trust, and will support any decision I make. Speak with her and you will see that for yourself.
How is your military responding to these accusations of heresy?
My soldiers should not concern themselves with false accusations. Their concern is to serve their lord faithfully and do not speculate about the things they do not understand.
Okay.
Your lordship, do you know anything about the reinforcements from the House Gaprek?
I know that the Inquisition is a dangerous enemy. If ours Gaprek's reinforcements have not yet arrived, I fear we shall have to rely on our forces alone.
Among those present in the palace, is there anyone who owns a plasma pistol?
Isimond. He is a loyal servant. When Juvenna presented him to me, I had no idea how valuable a subject he would become. The weapon you speak of, I personally gifted to him for his services for the dynasty.
You should know that the Gaprek sire, that the army of reinforcements, was killed at the outpost.
What? How? How do you know this?
Despite his extensive implants, Siberian cannot hide his alarm. The deep furrows in the living patch of skin and the slight interference from the Vox synthesizer give him away.
This is truly terrible news. I must inform the enforcer that reinforcements will not be arriving. Who would stoop to this crime? Has the orders fallen so low?
Well, I'm afraid that is all I know.
What lies beyond?
No. Excuse me. The Crimson Dance of Cain rests under thick, glass-like museum piece.
Suffering is an acquired taste, and I'm eager to enlighten those who lack natural discernment.
Thank you, Marajay.
Hail!
The Moravian salutes you and stands to attention, drawing his awkward form up to his full and unimpressive height.
Sergeant Jarub Vokchik, 32nd Mero, at your service. Sergeant, have you observed the strange light grid in the sky or the force field at the entrance to the residence?
Sergeant thinks, the strain apparent in his feverish eyes. Your question is well beyond the bounds of his understanding of reality.
Begging your pardon, my lord. I'm no good at guessing games. I have no clue what force fields you're talking about. Have you noticed anything unusual of late? Speak plainly, I have no demurring.
In a jerky motion, the sergeant stands at attention once more.
My lord, there have been no incidents in the commission of the task.
With a sidelong look at the passing officer, he continues very quietly, so that only you can hear.
Lady Drystem, may the good Emperor prolong your days, have been favoring Captain Sorbeck lately. I overheard her giving him some orders, but I couldn't make out what. Who among your fellow soldiers carries a plasma weapon?
Jarob looks around before he answers, as if checking whether there are any listening ears nearby. His voice drops to almost a whisper.
Captain Isimond Sauerbeck is the only one I know of. I heard the plasma pistol was given to him personally by the rogue trader for his loyal service to the dynasty. As you can see, as you can imagine, it is an expensive piece, engraved with his initials and all. Guns like that aren't for the likes of me, or no ordinary enforcers either. If I'd been given a reward like that, you can be sure I would put it to good use. I just might improve my lot.
Okay, I don't think this guy knows anything more than that.
Lucius solved this conundrum.
The guy is right here, actually. The wounded man turns his head toward you, staring at you in disbelief out of his one good eye. The other eye is buried under clotted blood and swelling, which flanks a deep gash cutting across his eyebrow and temple. His pale face, with its sharp and delicate features, cannot possibly be the face of a common.
Isimond Sauerbeck. To what do I owe the pleasure? Are you the master at arms serving the Von Valancia's dynasty?
No. I command the enforcers as a part of the palace, defenses, and hold the rank of a captain. The man shows you the insignia embroidered on his sleeve. I lack the noble status required for a higher appointment. A minor setback. So the Sauerbeck is the established noble line, right? In the current, like in the present timeline, I believe.
I believe that talent always finds a way to rise to the top.
Persuasion test succeeded.
Noble judges their servants by their deeds. I have done enough for Oak Trader Von Valancius to endow me with the title.
The intact portion of Izimon Sauerbeck's face maintains a completely impenetrable expression.
It is only a matter of time.
How did you come by such a grievous wound?
Stray shard. A frag grenade explosion grazed me. Thank the throne my eyes intact, or the enforcers would have lost one of their few competent commanders.
Oof, Mediki 47%. Okay, let's try it. Let's take a closer look at Sorbuck's injury. It is a stab wound from a glancing blow. A long and narrow blade pierced and tore through the skin. The swelling and various injuries to the blood vessels make the injury look far more gruesome than it is. If a shard from a frag grenade really had struck him, it would have taken out a good third of Sauerbeck's skull. The member house Gaprak, as a true aristocrat, must have been fairly skilled with a sword and managed to wound his attacker before death.
The troops of House Gaprak sent to help the dynasty. What can you tell me about them?
Nothing.
The captain replies dryly and succinctly.
I don't know their numbers or their possible time of arrival.
Wait, what happened? Did I run out of time? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this lemon roast. Absolutely destroying everything. Siberian looks like a statue of himself. Head held high, shoulders thrown back. There's a fold of his heavy cloak rippling in the wind. He watches his assembled entourage with a resolute gaze, waiting for everyone's attention before he finally speaks. His wax-sense enhanced voice carries across the square.
Realize, the servants of the Holy Orders have riddled roughshod over the covenants of the God Emperor. Inquisitor Af Iramon has threatened the life of the Rogue Trader and the dignity of his loyal servants. For this, the enemy will die by my hand.
The Rogue Trader squares his shoulder and addresses the assembly.
The enemy has drawn close to the palace gates, and it is time to fight back.
Pardon my impertinence. Would your lordship care to hear from your vassals before the battle?
My life is not the only one at stake here, but all of yours as well. I will listen to anyone who has something to say.
As a quiet weird, the lens of his optical implant focuses on Laria.
The Seneschal will be the first to speak.
The Rogue Trader's decision is not to everyone's liking. You see wry smiles and tense looks, but no dares to argue.
I will be brief.
Laria speaks matter-of-factly, as if reading from a report. The enemy vastly outnumbers us. The best place to stage a line of defense is right here in the inner palace. Loyal people and military prowess are the only thing you can rely on now, your lordship. Exalt 117.
Careful petitioning of the situation will facilitate a satisfactory conclusion to the confrontation.
The tech priest emits a low binary thrill.
My computational capacity will be redirected to calculating optimal defensive tactics.
I persuaded Exalt 117 to obey my orders? When did I do that? Siberian turns his head toward you, and his implants respond with a metallic, grinding sound.
What about you? Surely your advice won't be to lock ourselves up behind the gates and wait for the enemy to present himself to be slaughtered.
Larry was right to point out that we should trust in our people and proceed with caution.
I also wish to hear from those who have held their peace thus far. Speak freely, counselors. Do not fear that your words will be misinterpreted. I wish to hear from everyone.
Father, Joanna takes a step forward and stares intently at Siberian. Please trust me, just this once. Our enemy is strong and formidable, but reasonable. I am skilled in diplomacy. Let me go to the Order Sephiramon and treat him with him on your behalf. It will only make the dynasty stronger. If my way fails, I'll let the Meltagans and Lasgans speak in my palace. Oh, in my place, rather. Camilla drives them. I have seen a great many things in my life. Proposing an alliance can often accomplish more than declaring war. A well-timed agreement will increase your influence 100-fold. Even one made with an enemy. Especially one made with an enemy.
I, Isimon Sorbek, am prepared to undertake the mission of protecting the negotiator during a diplomatic visit.
The enforcer gives a curt salute. The rock trader catches your eye.
You suggested I listen to my retinue. But what do you have to say? Do you two think one can negotiate with a rabbit grox?
I see no point in negotiating. It is too late for that.
Enough. I have heard enough.
A frustrated thrill erupts from Siberian's wax grill.
Look at yourself. This entire council is a farce. A despicable sham that has forced me to waste precious time. My retinue is incapable of finding consensus. Councilors, retreat to the palace. I will dispatch the traitor myself. The time for diplomacy, tactical trickery, and deals is over. To battle for the Von Valencia's dynasty.
I think that's probably the wrong way to do this. I think I fucked up. Siberian snatches his blade from its sheaths and raises it high above his head. Yes, hello, Mono. Dila is very good. Well, kind of, sort of. He just fucking rushed them. He just run at them. He just run at them. The fuck? Is he? Does he think he's Abelard? Okay, that was very funny. Yeah, this guy. Not very smart attitude. Can I skip this cutscene? Oh, okay, I think I can. Oh, okay, I have another choice now here.
Tell your superiors that we are in the reinforcement sent by Mistress Alana.
What about the warning? All our reinforcements are locked. What use is this cogitator otherwise?
Sergeant nods at the nearby panel and speaks into his vox. After a brief exchange of remarks, he barks to you.
Go on then. Just don't forget to present yourself to Lady Juvenna. She's waiting to hear news about this Alana of yours.
Okay,
We'll
can I
see.
examine it
Yes,
now?
indeed. They all will see.
I think I just leave it there. I don't talk. Don't say anything stupid. Okay, I know this one. Pa.
Not yet, but hard times give servants like me the chance to prove their usefulness.
Laria looks at you, her frank gaze lingering past the point of decorum, as if she were scrutinizing wares in a shop. Alright, I shall find a use for you, but it'll make me regret it.
Thank you for your trust. What I can do for you?
Okay, yeah, we have evidence right now, we can do it immediately. Let's present the evidence.
The Gaprak offspring is dead.
Laria listens to a story with an almost pained concentration. As the picture becomes clearer, her expression grows darker. When the coincidences become too great. Okay, she said that already. Okay. Okay, yes,
I believe I have a suspect.
Really? Well, out with it. We need to settle this as quickly as possible. I cannot face the enemy with someone holding a knife to your back.
Sauerbeck is the only person with a plasma gun. A gift from your father.
It does cast a shadow over him, or simply makes him the most convenient suspect.
Well, Sauerbeck is lying about his injury.
Even if someone did do it with a Gaprak scion, without a leather sword, we can prove very little.
Well, Sauerbeck is certain that he will soon be granted a noble title.
I am well aware of his ambitions, but however I may feel about them, it is not cause to kill him a murderer, or perhaps we're missing a link in the chain.
Do you know the master code for controlling the gates?
Communing with machine spirits is the remit of Magus Exalt 117, and you have done better to ask him, but I have memorized the code. It is too important that the gates remain closed. Okay, I have no idea how I persuaded him. Oh, he's not even here this time. Wait, what did I do? Did I kill him? Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. My fucking god. Whatever.
history of the world. I am the rogue thread.
Okay, let's change this. I definitely messed up. Okay, we're doing this here.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Can I find sword? Guess not. Okay. Okay, what can I do here?
Was there a fault in my cogitations?
Your defense battery's function is without an issue. Okay. Alana to servants of the Golden Throne. Coordinates to strike the main headquarters. 4X Rho Sigma. The tall woman standing over the box is fully absorbed in her transmission and does not notice your presence. A riveting conversation, is it? At the sound of your voice, the woman instantly cuts off the Vox transmission and wheels around. It appears you have just interrupted an exchange with the Inquisition forces. However you are, allow me to put a stop to your scurrilous sot at once. I am Juvenna von Valancius, the soul and of course, legitimate heir of my dynasty. Remember that, and perhaps our little misunderstanding can still turn into a pleasant conversation. We must be discreet and not draw the attention of the guards. Otherwise we shall both have to explain ourselves. But unlike me, you'll have a mere seconds to do so, before being shot in my command. Well, what compelled you to conspire with your enemies? Persuasion test succeeded. The affected calm instantly evaporates from Juvenna's face, and her beautiful features twist in rage. I'm kind of surprised they did not give her a portrait, considering that she is... Well, I guess we got other characters from the Von Valancius dynasty that also did not have portraits, right? Oh well. My father is a half-witted heretic, and a madman who has brought the wrath of the Holy Orders down upon the entire dynasty. If I, the only legitimate heir, do not right his wrong, no one will. But instead of embracing me, he chooses that base-born upstart Woodware who indulges him in his wickedness. I will put an end to it. So, you are Alana? No sense in hiding it now, I suppose. Joanna is clearly vexed by your unceremonious intrusion. Yes, I am. Well, give them the alternate coordinates. And I swear no one will find out about this. Joanna raises one perfectly defined eyebrow. I was prepared for anything but... Patting herself off, she crosses her arms over her chest. No matter. Name the direction and I'll start the transmission. Why would I want to destroy the Merovian outpost? Huh? I mean, okay, let's go with it.
It's worth destroying the Merovian outpost to deny Siberian the advantage.
A quiet, dismissive snort reaches your ears. That post isn't even worth the shell it would take to destroy it. But if you insist. Distant sounds of bombardment come from the walks. Okay.
I do not seek confrontation with you. On the contrary, I propose we join forces.
And why I should believe that? Joanna gives you a charming smile, tilting her head to the side.
The heresy-obsessed ruler will lead the dynasty to ruin. I wish to purge the Von Valancia's name of this corruption. Aye.
Very funny line to say, Tav. Lord Imperium has succeeded. A laudable aspiration. It is especially curious that I'm learning of it here and now. Von Valancia's hair looks at you with a keen interest. We should discuss the details. Now I can speak freely. Like casting of a mask, Joanna instantly drops her bored noblewoman act and takes to observing you with lively interest. Well then, first things first, you must remember that to the Inquisition I am Alana, to you now as well. He pauses for a moment as if assessing whether you have grasped what she said. I hear no objections, that is a good sign. Let's move on to instructions.
Whom among his retinue does Siberian listen to above all others?
Let me think. The tech priest's words are definitely more than just wasted air to Siberian. Exalt 117 would be a valuable ally for us. And the Merovians are another possibility. Strange as it may be, my father values his fighters and often converses with their commanders personally. And of course, there is Laria. Joanna winces as if her sister's very name disgusts her. But her dark devotion to my father is unlikely to be shaken.
And why, Elana?
Inquisitor of Iramon furnished me with this call sign. Alana, then shaken, was a true martyr who perished while remaining steadfast in her faith. She teaches that one must never doubt his light even in the darkest hour. But there's always a disaster more terrible, and the Imperial Creed is the only thing a person can rely on.
And what compelled you to conspire with your enemies?
The affected calm instantly evaporates from Joanna's face, and her beautiful features twist in rage. My father is a half-witted heretic, and a madman who has brought the wrath of the Old Orders down upon his entire dynasty. If I, the only legitimate heir, do not right this wrong, no one will. But instead of embracing me, he chooses that... Oh wait, I think she already said that. Yeah.
A member of House Galprak has been killed along with his men. Was this work of Ilana?
Ovidius Galprak's company was destroyed on my orders, it is true. Paladin Lorkanda, having learned of the approach from me, brought the full might of the adopted sororities down upon their heads. But Ovidius survived, which was not part of my plan. Camilla Drivestem was eager to assist me and to settle a score with an old foe in one fell swoop. Captain Sarbeck was both competent and ambitious enough to carry out such a delicate mission. She kinda has a cool outfit. Is it like a wolf or like a dog or something? On her shoulders. Okay, I guess let's give her the codes. Here are the codes you were looking for. Excellent. Enthusiasm kindles in Giovanna's voice. I'll see to it that they reach the right people and are used immediately. The noble origin has a similar code? Oh, maybe. Huh. Probably some Xenos. It's kind of hard to say from the distance. Nah, I don't have the toolbox enabled. Not the level up! No, I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring the level up.
What lies beyond?
Mila Drivestem, Duchess of Dargans. But there's something you need. The elderly lady who catches your eye is more sanguine than the rest. Her bony fingers steadily work through a string of jeweled prayer beads. I have the honor of being a friend of Giovanni von Valancius. May I have a word? My time is valuable, so please do not waste it. With the loss of the Gaprex forces, the Drivestem army has been left as the dynasty's only source of support. And as the Marshal of the Dominion, I have much to plan. I don't know if there's any point talking to her, actually.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
The malfunction is caused by erroneous data indexing. All-knowing Omnissiah, grant us a point of reference.
Murmurs of the tech priest standing at the cogitator. A thick metal plate covers part of his face, and his strange-looking manipulators draw invisible circles in the air around him. A dry and quiet voice comes from the vox speaker that has replaced his mouse.
Your vector has been calculator. Please present your designation.
My name is Tav. I'm here at the behest of Giovanni von Valancius.
Matches in data index. Not found.
The Dex priest turns his head, directing the gaze of his absent eyes at you.
You are addressing Magus Exalt 117, Chief Engineer of the Von Valancius flagship. Identification number 117-827-00012. I grant you permission to fulfill the objective of the selected trajectory. Speak.
Identifier accepted. The sacred rank of Magus is confirmed. The subject status awaits validation. The Pascal gives the tech priest a dry nod, as soon equaled and amidst a lifting thrill in Technolingua. Magus Pascal Hanuman, Engineer Prime of the Von Valancius flagship. A poorly concealed challenge sounds in the rasp of Pascal's voice.
Immediate fulfillment of the request is not relevant. Request deprioritized.
The tech priest regards Pascal with an indifferent gaze. Oh my god, what is that sound effect? Yegan's vox speaker emits a low-pitched hum, in which you can discern the Panipulus binaric identifier.
Identification recognized. It's the Magus Exalt 117. Curiously, my archive data logs have deactivated this identifier due to the expiration of the holder. The probability of erroneous deactivation is 99.999%.
Exalt 117 goes still for a few moments, as if surprised by his own words.
The result of the probability calculation contains an unacceptable margin for error. The circumstances surrounding the deactivation of the identifier will be clarified during communication.
Your attention is required elsewhere.
Your calculations are regrettably flawed. I am performing a priority function of the current physical coordinates.
Please disconnect from the cogitators and direct your attention to calculating the air attacks. Your tech trance is hindering your vigilance. After lapsing into silence for several seconds, Exalt 107 finally declares.
Your comment is notable for its surprising accuracy, constructing a new trajectory movement.
I think I just actually helped Siberian. Yeah, I am not sure conspiring with...
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Yeah, it's probably a mistake. I probably a mistake to actually conspire with Juvenna. I assume my goal is to actually make sure that Siberian survives. What? What was that noise?
Curiosity sings in
Yeah,
my
that's exactly how
veins.
Tao dies. Sound design is their passion. Okay, yeah, so what I need to do is I need to talk to the Exalt first. Oh wait, I have to talk to Larry, I guess, first. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, pa. Pa, pa, pa. Okay. Okay. So I just realized I must have accidentally deleted the folder with all my Warhammer. How did you wait? And there is nothing in the oh god, what do you call it? The trash? The trash bin?
In this tapestry of a world,
The bin is
I am
empty?
the rogue thread.
How did you no no, how could you do that? Yeah, that's like a burning of a Library of Alexandria kind of moment. uh, mm, mm. Mhm. I did ask the Exalt. Pum, 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 pum. Should probably warn him. Okay, the Exalt at least survived. This has never happened to me before. I have not backed up my art files in like 2 years. Well, yep.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Hello, let's talk to Laria. Hmm.
What lies beyond? Wait, that was... Oh, okay. I'm a little confused by the quest remarks, but okay, let's talk to Javan, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should give her the codes? Yeah, that was correct. And I guess I just go back to Ilaria and tell her that Joanna has the codes? Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Okay, that doesn't do anything. I don't know if I did that right. I definitely should have called off the airstrike. But this cutscene. Also, why am I even watching it? Yeah, it's a lot. That's explosions, corpses, gore. Okay, I also failed in regard to smooth operation of the air defense. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, okay, I should have get rid of the easy ones. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, fuck. That didn't work. Okay, I should have... The fact that he just runs at them and just gets immediately shot down is so funny. Okay, okay, I see now.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Так. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, now we're going to Javenna.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Okay, we called off the airstrikes. Okay, let's get her arrested. Wait, I can convince Camilo to do as you command. Okay, well, I guess that also works. And now we need to deal with, what's his name? Isemond? Isemond. Mm-hmm. I have nothing for this guy right now.
What lies beyond?
Okay, let's talk to that sergeant. Hmm.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Wait, I guess wait, that was a wrong move? I need to catch her in the act of sending the information.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Multi-key. Let's talk to Jaruk, maybe he has something more. No, he does not really have any interesting information. Okay, the attack happens. I did not get rid of Isemond. The smooth operation of the air defense. What do you mean I didn't? I must have... What? I must obtain the access code to the palace in case I can... Yeah, the quest updates here are a little bit confusing. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. How do I get rid of the Isemond?
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Can I talk to him immediately, actually? Okay, so I gave that to her.
One step at a time, amidst
Wait, do I
the
need to do
madness.
anything here? Guess not. I'm not sure how I failed to maintain the... Uh...
There will be no peace in my wake.
I got her ring.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I guess ring doesn't really do anything for me here. Okay, let's actually use the... Siberian is still reliant on the Xenos plate. I got fucking... Oh my god, I shouldn't have said that! Fuck. I shouldn't have mentioned you and fuck me. You moved it into your cat food smartphone backup and... What? How? How? Huh? Okay, I guess I don't do anything with this guy.
In this tapestry of a world,
I memorized through the whole book about
I
Jesus
am the
Christ as a
broken
child?
thread.
Huh? What? God, it's a little bit annoying how it's on timer. It was turned into a movie shot. What? How old is it? This is just a lot of very interesting fact to learn. uh...
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Here we have this. I guess now I talk to him about
One step at a time amidst the madness.
oh, he left already. Wait, what? Why did he leave? A way must be found to remove her from the board.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Yeah, I'm still not sure to catch Javanna. Why would I want to injure him? First attempted to turn into movie in 2007. Okay, but shit beef as director and it never got made because of creative differences. The later version of The Young Messiah was actually released in 2016. Damn. Oh, I guess I could go back to the...
Curiosity.
I think I ran out of time. Oh, what is this? Okay, that's just like, I guess, some Necron stuff. There's nothing here. Well, she does. What's this?
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Okay, let's see how this one goes. Okay, we're actually doing something now. Let's see.
But you forget, I possess a blade that has no equal.
Siberian grips the hilt, unsheathes the sword and swings. It cuts through the air with a whistle. A shadow of fear passes over the faces of the retinue.
I'm not a coward who hides behind his people. I am Siberian von Valancius, and I will lead you into the battle to cut down the traitor who has defied the will of the God Emperor. The others will answer to his insult to his anointed.
I really like this line. Let's go with this, and it's also persuasion 100%.
Come on, Lord Siberian! You can't even defeat me with that blade!
Persuasion has succeeded. The rogue trader stills, astounded by insults.
I allowed you to speak at the council, and this is what you have to say? Stop talking nonsense.
See for yourself, your lordship. I am willing to risk my life to prove I am telling the truth.
Persuasion has succeeded.
I will make you eat your words.
The Siberian unsheathes his sword, giving you time to assume defensive stance and strikes. Hard, but slow enough for you to parry it. The instant your swords collide, the crimson dance of Kin shudders into myriad shards that vanish in flashes of venomous green light. Silence descends, broken only by the distant echo of gunfire and explosions.
Unsinkable. How is this possible?
Siberian raises his astonished gaze to you.
How did you know? Rest assured, I will demand an answer from you after the battle is over. For now, accept my thanks. I owe you my life.
It is a nice sword. Siberian raised his arm in an imperious gesture.
Allies, the time has come. Heed my order. Carry out Seneschal Wojtwyr's plan. Prepare to defend the palace for the one Valancius dynasty, for the Emperor.
The man before you, immediately recognizable as a servant of the Golden Throne, thanks to his heavy insignia of a dull gold. The man is swathed in dark fabric, the cloak of rough cloth thrown over the top. His face, which is heavily lined up, but not by the ravages of time, is so unremarkable that it is as if it were a deliberate attempt to make himself forgettable. His eyes? No one would soon forget those. They are the eyes of someone who stares when others look away, unless someone's stronger will or a mindless monster could withstand that penetrating gaze. Despite the Inquisitor's formidable presence, Siberian maintains his dignified bearing and bows his head with appointed courtesy.
Greetings, Inquisitor. I had heard that the Rosette opens many doors, and it seems that my door is no exception. Allow me to introduce you to Tav, a loyal servant of my dynasty. Tav, this is the orders of Irmon, he who leads the enemy forces. I would not call making his acquaintance an honor, but you can decide that for yourself. Esteem the orders. Let us put a swift end to this affair. I deny all your accusations and have no cause for repentance.
I fear I shall be no less of a disappointment than Siberian Inquisitor, for I too have nothing to repent before you. You see, there is neither need nor use in repentance, for our phase grants no redemption. But by the grace of the God Emperor, Siberian will furnish the coroner's expense with one final gift. It will serve as a reminder that the more one earns of his blessings, the heavier the burden of responsibility becomes. And for those whose backbone of faith should break under that burden, there is no other way but cleansing with holy fire.
The Inquisitor's voice sounds muted and measured, lending weight to every word. The Inquisitor draws out a scroll bound with ribbon. The dark wax seal yields easily, and after Irmon unrolls a parchment. Line by line he reads out the sentence, steadily, with neither wrath nor triumph. He lists names, titles, and testimonies, and cites ancient decrees, until he arrives at the final lines.
Let this impious heretic who bowed down before the Xenos abomination be consigned to the flames. The sentence is binding, the seal is set, for the glory of the God Emperor. Maybe have a chat as befits those of noble birth before we cross blades.
Oh my god, I am locked out of this option. God damn it. Oh, it's Iconoclast, so whatever.
You attempt to delay the inevitable. Is this as obvious as it is ridiculous? I will allow you to speak not because of your title. In the eyes of the God Emperor, all heretics are equal. I am only giving you this chance so that you may realize for yourself the futility of your intention. What a farce! You punish heresy with death, and yet all the while you're playing a part of it in a Xenos trap. Are you trying to make me afraid? I am not permitted to fear. Whatever nets Siberian has set, I will break them. The God Emperor leads me, and his will is stronger than any snare.
Well, I guess we're fighting. The companions murmur in agreement in response to your words. The Inquisitor silently turns his gaze to the Sisters of Battle. They stand as if carved from stone. There is no peace in that stillness. Their bolters are raised just enough to take aim in single motion.
Soldiers, to me! Cover his lordship's flank! Resigning priority of the highest order to the vector of convergence with the enemy.
Officer, gather the troops. Today, the Drivestons will go down in history as the only house to come to the defense of Dargans and the Von Valancius.
The Inquisitor beckons and the Sisters of Battle immediately raise their bolters. The ceremonial steel of their sarissas seems to leer at you like the fangs of a ravenous beast. With a glance at Laria, the Berian lunges forward with the same desperation as a warship, hurtling out of warp and into real space.
What's an amusing attempt at defiance?
This guy has 1,000 health. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, doesn't seem to have a lot of passive abilities, so I will save here, and I think I will stop here for today. Okay, yeah, that was a good progress made. I liked overall the whole time loop puzzle, I guess you can call it, that you have to resolve. That felt quite nice and very appropriate considering the narrative kind of setting for this DLC. Okay, I'll stop for today. Thank you everyone who stopped by. I will see you hopefully on Thursday. I don't know, maybe, probably, likely. And until then, yep, have a nice one. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye bye. Bye 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 bye.